moving forward. Next up are powder highlighters. I have more powder highlighters than I do creamy stuff. They are, I think, ultimately easier to work with, and it's a lot easier to control the amount of products because you're not having to glop on some sort of like creamy liquid where it's just going to get messy. So you can put on more powder if you feel like it's not giving you enough of like an intense glow. So I like that. For my kind of lighter pearly, more on the pink side of things, powder highlighters, I have two. I have the Physicians Formula Happy Boosters powder in translucent. Using this all over your face would be a little much. And I have the Pixi All Over Magic No. 3 Brightening Radiance. I got this one on Homebook. The Pixi, you know, it's such a bummer. I really don't like this packaging. It's really weird. I guess it's ultimately I don't like the color, this kind of green. It's kind of a rubbery feeling plastic, and yeah, I don't like it. So it's one of those kind of multicolored things that you swirl together. Let's see, I'm getting kind of sweaty. My hands are sweating. So kind of swirl it together. It's a lot lighter than you would expect with that. So it's kind of interesting. Okay. So it is just kind of a light beigey, pearly highlight. Very pretty. I like it a lot. The Physicians Formula also has like multiple colors. Obviously, whoa, almost flopped up in there, from all the little hearts. So you could avoid some areas, concentrate on more areas. Same with the other one, obviously. But I just like to swirl it around. It's also a lighter color. It is less shimmery than the Pixi. And when you swirl everything together, it's a little bit more on the pink side because of that big honkin' pink heart. So it's right there. So if you avoided this little pink heart here, you would get more of a beige. So it's more of a, just a little bit more beigey. It's a little bit more of like a soft natural sheen, which I guess is why they considered it a powder, but still, well, I'm oily, so I can't imagine using a powder that has any sheen in it, because then when the oil breaks through, it's like I'm gonna be one big slimy looking mess. So for my kind of warmer, more golden tones, I have a lot more of those. Like one of my first couple posts on my blog was about gold shimmer, because I love gold shimmer. I think that's almost what the blog was called, like, I love me some gold shimmer. It's true, it's still true. Okay. I think part of it is because the 80s seem to have a lot of silver frost or something. Maybe it's, I felt like cheaper products always had the silvery frost. Aw. Nicole, quit blabbing. To the point. Okay, so for more like golden, let's do kind of a more beigey stuff first. First real beigey one I have is LORAC's Perfectly Lit Luminizer in Spotlight. It's a very natural sheen. I think I saw this originally, maybe on Lisa D1, I'm not sure. I think Emily Noelle 3 also has mentioned it. So it's a lot more of a beige color. It almost feels like it has coverage when it goes on your cheeks. It kind of smooths them out and really gives them a nice texture. So I'm a big fan of that. Also kind of in the beigey tone, but a little bit lighter, is this Wet n Wild ColorIcon Gigantic bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana, which has SPF 15, but whatever. I just got this yesterday, actually. It's really big. I had been thinking about it for a while, and I finally decided to get it. It's a little powdery, so you have to be careful, and you have to really tap off your brush to make sure it's not flying everywhere. And it has less shimmer than the Perfectly Lit. It's more of a, kind of like the Physicians Formula Happy Boosters. It's a little bit lighter of a beige and is a little bit more of a natural sheen. Really pretty, and that is what I have on my cheeks today. But since I'm kind of oily, it's probably hard to tell what's oily and what's product. And going even, well, let's do this one first. Can't remember where on the scale this one falls. The Diorskin Shimmer Powder number 2, Amber Diamond. Everybody loves this stuff. I can see why. It's very nice. The texture is very nice. If you swirl it all together, you get kind of, again, one of those beigey sheens. It's definitely very shimmery. I think it's the most shimmery of these three. It's also very intensely pigmented. So it's kind of like a beigey, almost leaning gold, but with a little slightly oranger coppery feel. And then sometimes I just kind of focus on these lighter strips to get more of a light gold. Okay, and going even lighter with golds, I have the from theBalm Mary Lou-Manizer. Isn't she cute? Okay, and this is just kind of like a kind of beigey but gold light color. It's very quite strongly pigmented. Have to be careful. Very pretty. I got this one, you'll never guess, on HauteLook. I like buying high-end makeup on HauteLook. It's true because it's cheap. Sometimes it's a better deal, not always. Sometimes the manufacturer will also be selling the products at the same price because they're being discontinued, or they're running them on sale on their website. And sometimes you can work a better deal on shipping. That's the only kind of real major downside, I would say, of HauteLook, is that the shipping is like $7.95, $6.95, something like that. And sometimes that will outweigh the discount that you're getting on the products, so just keep that in mind. So this is the Elizabeth Arden. This was limited edition for summer 2012, I believe. And it's called a Pure Finish Highlighter in Rose Illumination. Super shiny, super pretty, compact. It's a kind of pink, super strong gold highlighter. I took a rather dense brush and swirled it around one day and put it on my cheeks, and did not realize how like super duper glowing gold my cheeks ended up. So it's like a pink gold, and you have to be careful because I wanted the pink. I felt like I was just getting the gold, and so I swirled it around, and you know what I ended up with? A little pink and a whole lot of gold. So very gold. Has a little bit of a pink tone. Gold. Pink. Okay. Last gold toned one is NARS Albatross. I have this trio that I bought for like 55 bucks a year or two ago. It's really kind of a shame because I don't really use bronzers anymore. For a while I was contouring. I just don't contour anymore very often. I just don't, I don't know. I have not been in the mood. I imagine one day I'll feel like it again. But what kind of sucks is that I really like Albatross, but I got such a tiny little strip that it's hard to get a flippin' brush in there. And not to mention this packaging. You get like fingerprints all over it because it's like that nylon. Ugh. Everybody says, oh, but it's so nice to travel with. Honestly, I don't have a problem with traveling with regular compacts, so I don't really need like a super durable, zippery, padded compact to travel with. I mean, it's kind of nice that it has 3 shades in there, assuming I'm going to use all 3 shades, but I would more likely take my Estee Lauder blush palette, which has 4 shades, only 1 is a bronzer, so. But I wouldn't get the highlight, it's true. Anyway, enough bitching about the packaging. So NARS Albatross is a very light white gold. It's very pretty. Ooh, that was intense. Let's see. Oh, that looks really pretty in this light. So there it is right there. So this is kind of like a light white gold shimmer in a bottle. Very, very pretty. So those are all of my highlighters that are kind of exclusively made more for the face. I do obviously have a lot of like eye highlighter type things that you can use on your face, but I didn't want this video to get longer than it already is. So that's everything, guys. Let me know if you've used any of these products, how you like to use them, you know, if you have any tips or tricks, what your favorite highlighters are, because heck knows I need more highlighters, right? So yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.